The very best piece of advice I've ever received about divorce came in the early days of my own divorce from a friend who'd never been divorced and in fact wasn't even married at the time. She said something so powerful, it really got in there, and it still rings true today, and I share it with my divorce coaching clients often. Here's the best piece of divorce advice I've ever heard. Your life is bigger than one man. Let's extend it. Your life is bigger than one relationship, one marriage, one moment in time. Even if that relationship comes with good intentions and oodles of love and big dreams and a home and kids and memories and vacations, what happens if you release your grasp that this relationship defines the whole of you and the whole of your life to see what could come next, what is happening now? There was a time before this relationship. You are heading into the next part. What are the possibilities that extend far beyond this one person?
Pathetic.
Gentlemen, what is going on? We are here today to discuss divorce. Something that is really prominent in today's society, something that is initiated more than 70 or 80% by women. And as you can see by the mentality of the woman from the intro video, it's this narcissistic, individualistic thing that women do. You know, it's all about me. I don't care about children. I don't care about my husband. I don't care about the oath I've given. It's just about me, you know. And what comes after divorce? Is it something better? Is it something that benefits me? Well, now let's hear about more divorce coaches.
Did you think divorce, breakup would just never happen to you? Because if you did, that's just like the client that I'm about to go and see now. I'm doing a home visit for someone, and she just never expected it would happen to her. She thought it was something that happened to other people. Have you ever been like that? Because I know I was, and I saw divorce as a massive failure. But now I know it was one of the most empowering things that happened to me. Super hard to see it at the time, and if someone had told me that, I'd have said, don't be silly, that is not how this works. But actually you can turn that around. So please have hope. If you're watching this and you're feeling low right now, divorce is a leveler. It happens to everyone. Doesn't matter where you're from, what you do, who you are, it can come up and surprise you. But anyway, there is hope. If you are looking for hope, if you are looking for help, then do check out my retreat. It's coming up. It's going to be live. It's going to be amazing. 2 days of me. I look forward to seeing you there. Mwah.
Yes, guys, divorce is a surprise. It just happens. You go to bed, married, you wake up, and divorce just happened. Like a thief in the night. It just comes. It's by no means a rational decision that one of the parties partakes. No, it's just this random thing that can happen to everyone. So I guess the high divorce rates in our culture are just based on bad luck, not on womanism, who has been selling many lies to women, not on the modern woman being entitled by definition. It's just, you know, bad luck, guys, bad luck. The wife didn't want to get divorced. She just woke up and, oh crap, man, we are divorced right now. Interesting.
Here are 3 signs that it might be time to take the leap to divorce. Step 1, unmet expectations. This means that you have consistently and clearly communicated your needs and expectations to your spouse, but your spouse has consistently shown that they are either not willing to meet them or they're simply incapable of meeting them.
Well, you really have to narrow it down, because 100% of women nowadays have unmet expectations. So you really have to narrow it down a little, madam.
Sign number 2, deja vu arguments. You keep having the same fights over and over again, and every time you have the fight, the issue isn't ever really resolved. Think, for example, about a busy spouse at work who promises to take 1 night off per week for date night, and then immediately following the argument, he doesn't do it the next time the opportunity arises, and the same fight comes up over and over and over again. Sign number 3, efforts exceed benefits. This means that you're putting way much more into the marriage than you're getting from it. To think about it another way, the prospect of starting over and being single sounds less stressful and less daunting than continuing forward in the relationship.
That is why you fail.
At the end of the day, only the person in the marriage knows when the time is right to take the leap to divorce. However, some of these signs that I've talked about are kind of some telltale signs that the marriage isn't necessarily working in the healthy and supportive way that it's supposed to. My name is Kara. I'm a divorce.
All right, nobody asked for that. Anyway, guys, another divorce coach that is all about the entitlement, all about the, me. Now, let me tell you, I can agree on something that, in a marriage, expectations are never met. I mean, it's even wrong in the first place to come into a marriage having certain expectations, because it turns out, people don't always behave in the way that you want them or expect them to be. And marriage is not about expectations. It's about compromises. And guys, I'm not married, but I think I understand more than these quote-unquote divorce coaches who have been supposedly, who are really into those things. But you go into a marriage having 100 expectations and zero willingness to compromise, and of course you're gonna get a divorce, right? It's self-evident. The problem is, in today's society, not that women have unmet expectations, but that they don't know how to handle those unmet expectations. Yes, some problems don't get resolved in the first instance that you talk about them. Guys, I know married couples for 50 years who still have unresolved problems. It's about, making it work together. I mean, that's what you promised, right? In the altar. Till death do its part. It's not till irreconcilable differences appear. It's not till what did she say? Till the cons outweigh the pros, or something like this. She said, "Well, everyone knows when it's time to throw in the towel." No, that's not what marriage is about, or should be about. It should be about till death do its part. And guys, here's what I think. Here is my personal take. I'll be happy to learn your personal take down in the comments. But I think that there are only two reasons for divorce. One is cheating, so if the other person cheats, you're allowed to exit that marriage. And the other one is, becoming a widow. So your partner, for natural reasons, is gone of earth. He's no longer around. These are the only two reasons to leave a marriage and find a new person. And this is what you actually promise, when you get married, till death do its part. And well, of course, cheating is self-explanatory. That promise, guys, these words are probably the most meaningless words in today's society. Till death do its part. Should we change it and add till irreconcilable differences appear, till we have an argument that we can't overcome, till the next best thing appears, till I'm tired and the cons outweigh the pros? This is the reason why so many men don't want to marry, because women, they can marry, and they when they get out of the marriage, they have a full package of benefits, and men don't have those benefits. Men have a lot of negatives that come out of marriage. I mean, marriage as a contract, it's a contract that benefits women and not men. So this is the reason why men don't want to marry. Not because they don't like marriage or they don't want, to have that life. No, they do. They've been taught that way, to be traditional. But the problem is women don't hold their part of the bargain, These are the only two reasons to get a divorce. If you don't feel well in that marriage, well, it's on you. You picked bad. And this is what happens when, instead of marrying in the natural way, which is, getting to know someone in a natural way, not through a stupid dating app, having time with him, etc., etc. When women have fun in their 20s and 30s, and they decide that they want to get married at 37, and they try to rush it and hurry up and get the first stupid moron to do it, well, then of course you're gonna want a divorce. Your kids should not be paying for the mistakes that you've made, and for the fact that you've waited so long. And even if you don't have kids, I don't care. Marriage is something that should be sacred and should mean something, right? I mean, the promises that are made till death do its part have a lot of weight, or should have a lot of weight. and it's stupid to be breaking them just because you are a kid. You are behaving like a kid. So get your crap together and either don't get married and live alone like a miserable individual, or learn how to work, in that sphere of life, marriage. Learn how to keep a man.
So I'm coaching this couple, and it's hilarious. Their story is amazing. He said to his wife that he's not going to give her a divorce. The wife came to him and she was like, I am done being in this marriage. I just want to be single. I want to be free. And he goes, no, I'm not giving you a divorce. You have no justifiable reason whatsoever to want a divorce. I'm good to you. I adore you. We have children. We have a beautiful home. We have a business together. What is this about? So he says, I will give you a divorce when you do one thing. He said to her, I want you to heal whatever bullshit you have that's making you feel as you're feeling, that you're projecting those feelings onto me. We have an amazing life with a lot to be grateful for, and you are never in gratitude. You're always looking for the negative. You're always looking for the bullshit to pick on, and I've had it. I'm done with the nagging. I'm done with the bullshit. You have 3 beautiful children. We have a beautiful home. We have vacations. We go. We have fun together. And is it just fake? Are you faking it every single time we hang out with friends and we're having a good time and people come over and family come over? Is that all fake to you? Are you willing to give all of that up? Because trust me, honey, if you give all of that up, do you really want to be some, single mom living with 3 kids in a condo? Because I'm not giving you this house. He went at her like a king. He was like, you want to divorce me? I hope you lawyer up, sweetheart, because I'm not going down without a fight. And she was like, you know what? I saw this life coach on Facebook that I was thinking of maybe going to. Well, you should. He goes, you know what? I'm even going to pay for it for you. So he gets in touch with me. He tells wife to get in touch with me. They get in touch with me together, blah, blah, blah. He says, I want you to help my wife heal whatever it is that she brought into this marriage for the last 22 years that has her so negative. And so that's what we're helping her with. And you know what? It's been amazing. She's 3 weeks in to the coaching. This is not the first time that I've coached people with the same exact issue. And in her case, it had to do with what she saw at home with her own parents, what was modeled. The father was a total grump and the mother was a total nag. And so if she's not constantly nagging and he's not constantly grumpy, she doesn't know what the hell she's doing with herself. So she had inner child work to do. So she's doing that with me. We're healing her inner child, and she's showing up wonderfully in her marriage now. So what do you...
All right, guys. So now this could be just advertisement, but let's take for what she said. Now, this is the understanding part of me. Women, they are much more insecure than men. So, I've known many couples, probably you guys do as well. Yes, women have this, specific moments in their life where they feel insecure. And as a man, men have to show their commitment, they have to show that they are there, etc. I can understand that. I think that men in general, speaking for men, I think they understand that. Somehow, when men in other specific situations say that women are more emotionally unstable, somehow that's misogynistic, but, when a woman says it, it's totally understandable. Anyway, the double standards, I'm going to leave them aside. We can understand that women can have their moments of instability, but there is a big difference between women who want to work for a marriage and women who don't. Because a woman who wants to work for her marriage, who cares about her kids, would never seriously consider getting a divorce just because she feels some flimsy emotions. That's the difference. I mean, a woman can feel like running away and need her man to step up and sort of, take care of her. But there's quite a big difference between what happens in most of the cases, which is women just willing to throw in the towel because they simply don't care enough about the promise they gave, about their husband and about their kids. It's not a man's job to save this woman. It's not a man's job to be a psychologist. it's not a man's job to pay for her wife to go to some counseling just because she's crazy and is not an adult and is behaving like a toddler. You know, there's quite a difference. I mean, women who know what they want and who are serious, all right, in a marriage, you know, a marriage can go through those episodes of uncertainty. But nowadays, sadly, what happens in most of the cases is women follow, as I previously mentioned, this narcissistic ideology of life is about me. But yeah, this philosophy is ruining marriages. It's not only ruined dating, you know, with the high standards, etc. It's also ruined marriages. It's ruined the life, you know, and the future of kids who are now, you know, who will in turn, in a few years, have also their bad marriages. So we'll end the video right here, gentlemen. I want you to give me your thoughts on this. What do you think about marriage? Do you think that a marriage can still exist? What are the percentages of women that still are committed to a relationship? Leave me your thoughts in the comments, guys, and I'll be happy to see you next time. Have a good one.